Namaste, how are you all? Today in this video, let us talk about the eye, how it works, and about the refraction in prism and about ornamental refraction. So before telling about the lenses, I came to know about a joke about eye testing. Let me share it with you. So once a farmer went for eye testing, so he said to the doctor, sir, I can walk, I can do my job in the farm. But the problem is that when I have to put I have to put this thread to the needle and I have to sort out the grains, I will have some problem. So I want to test my eyes, please test. Then the ophthalmologist made him to sit on the chair. Then he asked which color is this, green color, blue color. The farmer was able to identify. Then what happened was, then earlier type of eye testing before computerized testing was that, so they used to keep some letters A, B, C, D written on the wall. A, B, C, D, small, big, very small, very small, very small. They used to keep. Then the patients were asked to read such that the doctor can identify what is the specific number of eye or what the patient can see. So this fellow was also the doctor started asking this farmer, the smallest one he asked, can you read? The farmer said no. Second biggest, the biggest one also farmer was not able to read. Then the ophthalmologist got little tensed. What is this? He cannot see anything. So this may be very big problem. He referred him to his senior ophthalmologist. So that doctor checked him. Then he came and said, it is not that his eyesight is zero, but this farmer is not able to read. Sometimes it happens the same thing. We try to understand something, the actual problem may be difficult. Sometimes it happens to the children also. We may feel that they are not able to read, but it is not that they don't know the reading, don't know to read, but the problem may be different. So we will have to identify what exactly is the problem before we go solve the exact solution. So let us see how the eye works, how the refraction takes place to the prism, and how an ornamental refraction takes place and it causes the light and twilight and etc. So let us go to the video. Okay, before learning about the structure of eye, let us see from our eyes beautiful goas which is come in my plant. There are about 10-12 goas. So let us enjoy that before seeing the structure of eye. Eye, prism and other effects of reflection. So friends, the life is colorful only because of our eyes. Isn't it? If the eyes were not there, we are not able to see any color. So eyes are very, very important. Let us see how the eye works. Okay. Eye is a big, not a big, it's very small. It is about 2.3 centimeters in diameter. So it is, two eyes are present. These things I think you are very clear. Now let us see what are the different parts of the eye. See, the eye is made up of an eyeball. It is about 2.3 centimeters dia fixed to skull by muscles. The muscles are shown as lines. See, then that one cornea is there. Like as soon as we see the eyes, like what protrudes out of the eyeballs is a cornea. It helps in entry of light, and most of the refraction of in the eye takes place in the cornea. Okay. So this cornea is the main part of the eye. If any damage is happening to the cornea, it is very difficult to maintain or cure. It is very painful also. Okay. Then below cornea, like there are iris muscles. So these iris muscles will control the size of pupil. Pupil you would have seen. The color of the eye is because of the pupil. If you closely observe the pupil will have a hole in the center. You can observe your own eyes in the mirror. Pupil will have a hole in the center. If you see the hole in the daytime, it will be small hole, small opening. In the night, it will be large opening. So this is to regulate the amount of light. This is controlled by the iris. Iris will contract the pupil. Pupil will give the quantity of light that is going inside the eyes. Okay. Next important item is the ciliary muscles. These ciliary muscles is the muscles which the lens is fixed. Okay. So you can see a lens is fixed to the eyeball through this ciliary muscles. This lens can increase in thickness or decrease in thickness. The ciliary muscles adjust the focal length of the lens so that the image of the object is formed exactly on the retina. Okay. See, this retina is backside of the eye. So image is formed exactly on the retina. So next part is the optic nerve. So retina is like a receiver. From optic nerve converts the image formed on the retina into electric signals. It will go to the brain. So we get the signals from two eyes, right? So these two eyes, the light or image from the two eyes is combined. Why do we have two eyes? Two eyes will give two different images. It is combined by the brain. If two eyes are not there, or we will not, or we have the eyes towards the side, two eyes face to only one image, right? So when it is focusing on one image, so we will get 3D vision. If we close one eye and see for some time, we will get 2D image. We will not be able to walk properly, comprehend properly with one eyes. We cannot run with one eyes. It's very, very difficult. So the two eyes will help in getting 3D image of what we see. Okay. So next there are certain liquid inside eyes. So one is called as aqueous humor. It is inside the cornea. Okay. So vitreous humor is inside the eyeballs. So both of them will become a transparent medium inside the eyes for the light to pass through properly. If some objects are there inside this vitreous humor and aqueous humor, so we may get some spots or some blurred vision. Okay. So they also help in maintaining the shape of the eye. Fine. So then pupil, as we said, it is below or surrounded by iris. So that is to control the quantity of light that is entering inside the eye. Okay. So suppose if some ray of light is entering to the eye, so it will come and strike the lens. From the lens, the image is exactly formed on the retina. Okay. So if the lens becomes thin, its focal length increases. Like when the eye is focusing on very nearer object, the lens will be thick. So when the when the object is far, the lens becomes thin. So it increases or decreases the focal length such that the image is formed straight on the retina. So there is something called cataract. With age, like the lens become milky and cloudy due to old age. It is called cataract. Cataract causes partial or complete loss of vision. It can be corrected by surgery. Binocular vision helps in perceiving objects in 3 dimensions. I think we have discussed in the first slide. Okay. Power of accommodation. Like the lens become thick or thin, no? So it can vary its focal length by expansion or contraction of ciliary muscles. The power of accommodation of the eye is the ability of the lens of the eye to adjust its focal length so that focused image is always formed on retina. See, far sight you can see any distance, but near object, near sight, it cannot become thick. The maximum we can see properly is about 25 centimeters. So that is called as near point. For a normal person, eye cannot focus below 25 centimeters. This you can try taking a paper and bringing it near to the eye. When it crosses 25 centimeters, the vision will not be clear. This is called near point of the eye or least distance of distinct vision. Fine. So next is there are certain defects of the eye. See, we observed that sometimes what happens, the thickness of the lens will increase such that the eye cannot focus on the far off objects. So what will happen is the image will be formed in front of the retina. So that time we get a blur image. So this happens, as already told you, there will be increased thickness of the lens. It cannot become much thinner than that, or the eyeball, which is round in shape, it may get elongated due to certain aging or some damage. So damage or accidents. So because of that, we get myopia or nearsight. We can see the nearer object clearly, not far off the object. So to correct this, we keep a concave lens, which makes the light to be focused on the retina clearly. So this image becomes clear. So such persons who having myopia, the power of the lens will be minus. So if any person is having short sight, so then he has to wear a lens which is concave, and the power will be minus 1.5, minus 2, minus 3, like that. Okay. So the opposite will be hypermetropia or long sight. So image of far objects are formed because this is excessive thickening of the lens or contraction of eyeball. Okay. So because of this, what will happen? The image of the nearer object will be formed on the behind the retina. Okay. So to correct this, we will keep a convex lens which makes the image to be formed on retina. The power of the lens will be plus. My power is plus 2, indicates that I have a far sight, long sight. So I have to wear a convex lens of focal length, power of plus 2. The focal length will be 0.5 meters. Okay. So another defect is presbyopia. This is due to age, old age. The activity of the lens, ciliary muscles will weaken. Because of that, what happens is sometimes suddenly we may get a long sight, sometimes we may get a short sight. This condition is called presbyopia. In such condition, bifocal lens, convex at the lower part of the lens and concave at the upper part of the lens is used. Nowadays, contact lenses are used. Surgeries are also used to correct the defects. So there are certain surgeries like replacing the lens, contact lenses, etc. Okay.